Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check.
But I never really knew that it was over till the quiet and the echoes became colder. And I never really knew that it was over till the quiet and the echoes became colder.
Yeah! Yeah! Ooh, yeah. Ah, screw the fade out. Pause! Done! End! Hey, happy Monday! Good to see you guys. Mr. Josh, Reku, Peter, Mr. Bus Driver Crazy, Nick, Calindus. Good to see you guys. Subsonic is also here. Nagy's also here. Who else did I see in here? I saw some other folks. We'll catch them as we go. Good to see you guys all tonight. Thanks for joining me on a lovely, lovely Monday. Pedro Dowd. Jonay90. Good to see you guys. Yeah, it's Monday. I'm actually here on a Monday. Marlos, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Actually here on a Monday. I was on the fence about streaming tonight, and then I had my dinner, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna stream. So we're gonna do some VFR flying in the Cessna 182 Skylane made by Carenado. this plane is notable for being a wonderful VFR plane, but not so good when it comes to the IFR stuff. It does have a G1000, and if you've seen my video, or if you've seen any videos on it, I should say, it's decently functional. Like, it looks really nice. The things that are modeled seem to be modeled fairly well, but it's missing some fairly major things like procedures. There's no procedures, and that makes it kind of hard to fly IFR. Supposedly they fixed some of the Direct 2 and whatnot stuff, but either way, we're going to fly VFR tonight because I didn't really feel like flying IFR. Got plenty of that in on Friday. I got some FS Economy flights queued up. First one's going to have us Palm Springs down to Long Beach. Second one's going to be Long Beach up to... I never remember the name of this field. Up to General Fox Airfield. And then if we feel like keep continuing on, we're going to fly Fox all the way down to Oxnard. Should be a fairly good evening. I looked at the map tonight. There's a decent amount of traffic on. So we should get some radio chatter. But Mr. P3 Ron, Mr. Ice, good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. Soft C, Salindis. It starts like it ends. Salindis. Awesome, dude. I think that's a new name. I'm not sure that I've seen you here yet. But I think the stream's chopping up a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on there. I am live on both YouTube and Twitch. If you want to go over on the YouTubes, you'll get a better video quality, 1080p at 6 megabits. But do stay here on Twitch and chat with us, because I have YouTube chat turned off because it's a giant piece of shit. So, anyway, without further ado, let's go fly some airplanes. I'm kind of excited. This is, oops, that's awkward. Let's try that. Yeah. Turn track IR on. Ha 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 ha. This is the Cessna C182T Skylane made by Carenado. I like this plane. I think the plane's got some issues, without question. But I really do enjoy this plane. I was genuine in my video when I talked about it, and we're gonna have some fun with it. But like I said, there are some issues with the G1000. We'll kind of gloss over them. I'm not quite as harsh and negative on it as some other folks. Chevy, I'm gonna look at you, buddy, right now. But yeah, I think it's a decent product. It's definitely, the G1000 is off to a good start here in X-Plane, and that's what I'm most excited about. I'm excited to see what they do with this. For other planes, not necessarily the 182. Whatever, I don't care about the 182. So, let's get the sucker turned on. We'll turn on the battery. Now, as soon as you do that, this little guy comes up here, loading the database. You're going to freeze your sim up. It's going to sit there, and it's got to load in all sorts of stuff. It will look like the sim has crashed. Hopefully it has not. Takes about 20 to 30 seconds. And it'll pop up here in a second. We'll use some variety from the basic GNS 430, 530. Yeah, I know, dude. I like the 530 and the 430, but I do agree that it's kind of overused at this point. Like, people are shoving that thing into every plane, and I mean, it's with good reason. Like, it's the best slant golf navigation method that we have. But anyway, I'll crank on both the avionics here just for the time being. I have loaded the plane up. I've loaded the passengers up. Turn on our nav lights. Make sure we are props back, mixture back. This sucker will come on here. Zoom in on it and turn off the track IR, just so we can do some configuration. So this is the G1000 by Carenado. Yeah. So there's some remnants of my previous flights. Let's see if we can make this sucker work. Go turn the track IR off. Nope. I had a button for this. Oh, I had a button, but it's gone because I forgot to change my buttons. Damn it. All right, let's do this. You're going to want to set a view that looks at the GM1000 because it is very difficult to click these little click spots when you're looking at them from an angle. First thing we're going to want to do, I'm interested in seeing what my frames are right now because they feel awfully low. Yeah, they're in the 40s. They're fine. So first thing we'll want to do is click on, let's see, if I scroll, I'm going to pardon myself here because I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah. Let's see. Click on you. And then, oop, that's not what I wanted. And then how about you? Yeah, there we go. I'm going to delete that. And that should wipe my flight plan clean with any luck. Yeah, okay, now we have an active flight plan. So click that button in. Click that button in right there. That'll give us a... No. Let's see here. Uh-huh. 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 Oh, you know what? It's not going to let me enter this until... Okay, how do we get... I have done this before. There we go. We're on the mode now. Okay, so we're going to go to Kilo, or we're at Kilo. FGHIJ Kilo. Papa. So there's no procedures, which means that you're going to sit here endlessly clicking and scrolling. It doesn't appear to adhere to the default GPS. Oops, I want the S. It doesn't appear to use the default GPS in really any way. So that also poses a bit of a problem because it's difficult to enter flight plans. So, yeah, difficult to enter flight plans. Okay, we only have one PSP. That's good. We'll put in Long Beach, Kilo. Dan's put some videos out on this thing. I go check him out. I think he's Dan Clow on YouTube. He's put some videos out on this that kind of talk about it from a developer's perspective, and will kind of give you some insight. I mean, I've had a number of conversations with him about this thing. Whatever, it is what it is. I enjoy the plane. I'm just going to go with that. All right, that's good right there. Put the flight plan, or click on, let's see here, how do we go back? You? No, I have to click the middle button, and then I can go, there we go. All right, so there, now we have our basic flight plan in here, leaving from Palm Springs, heading out to Long Beach. We can zoom in, zoom out, and all that good stuff. We'll kind of play around with that some more later. If I hit the declutter button, like so, yeah, we'll get rid of most of that shit. Guess we'll have some of the major airports that'll still show up there. But that's okay. I'm all set with that. I'm okay with that. Zoom that sucker. Zoom that sucker back in. Super manipulators. The manipulators in this are good. They're passable. I still think that Jack does them better in a lot of ways. But you are able to use your mouse wheel, click and drag, and all that good stuff. So whatever. It is what it is. Whoops. Shouldn't do that. Tim Rodeo, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Nice. I do what I can, Mr. Subsonic. Glad people are able to tune in now. I don't really care what platform you watch it on. Mr. Metz, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Looking forward to commenting about it not being set. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like the standby battery logic's like partially set or something. I don't know. Anyway, we got that plugged in. We'll go ahead and shut this thing off. And I mean, I guess this is always on now. Whatever. That's cool. It's cool. All right, so let's turn this thing on. To do that, we want to look down here. We're going to engage the mags. Actually, we'll turn the props to full. And we will engage the mags. Make sure the parking brake is set, which it is. Zoop. Couple of revolutions there. Uh-oh. What do we not do? Oh, you know what? This is what I always forget to do. I forget to turn the fuel pump on. Let's go with both. I forget to turn the fuel on, and that means the planes ain't going to start. So let's try this again. Well, now we're full mixture. Okay, there we're going to take. Pull the mixture back a touch. Now we go ahead and turn the avionics on. I'm not sure that they fixed these gauges over here. Tit gauge, the chit gauge. They weren't working very well earlier, the last time I flew this, so we'll see. That thing's going to continue to start up. Let it do its thing. While it's doing its thing, I'm going to go grab some frequencies here. Ground will be 121.9er. .9er. 0.9er. That over there. And tower ready to go as well. Tower is going to be 119.7. Ah, damn it. 19.7, that's good to go. Let's get some ATIS. I don't know any of the speeds. I don't know any of the configuration stuff for this. I'm just kind of willy-nilly taking it. Or going with it. So you guys can judge me all you want. I don't care. Palm Springs.
Full contact, you have Echo.
Echo!
Palm Springs Airport information, Echo.
Cessna 169 Echo Charlie
1653
circling
Zulu.
to
Wind
runway
calm.
19er.
Visibility 10.
Cessna
Sky clear
Echo
below
Charlie, runway
1,000.
19er, clear to land,
Temperature
wind
35.
190 at 8,
2.5.
6.
Altimeter 2982. Visual
Clear
approach
to land,
runway 31
runway
left,
19er.
31 right in use.
Cessna 169
Departing
Echo
runway
Charlie.
31 left. 31 right. Read back all runway assignments. And
All right.
hold short instructions. All VFR.
Turn off Miss Betty there. So we've got Echo, winds calm, 10 mile visibility, 12,000 feet, 12,000 foot ceilings, 25 Celsius, I believe is what I heard. 2982 on the altimeter. Push that in here. That's not the altimeter, that's the course. The barrow's inside, of course it is. 2982. We're going to be asking for advisories. I'm planning on flying westbound. That means we want to be at an even altitude, and we're going to try to avoid some Charlie airspaces. So I'm going to go up to 6,000 feet. I think that's going to be sufficient. We'll plan for 6,500 feet, I should say. So we'll plan for a cruise of 6.5. 6,500 feet right there. Do a quick check of the controls. You're good, you're good. One notch of flaps for the takeoff. Track IR powers activate. Where's my track IR at? There we go. Alright, track IR powers activate. We'll go with the beacon light, go with the taxi light. Putting the fuel pump on. And where do we do a run-up at? I'm not going to worry about a run-up. Should I do a run-up? Doesn't really matter. Because we're in a sim. Cranky, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. That's really basic. Guys are going to tear apart this plane, aren't you? Do what you got to do.
John Wayne Tower, plot is 4657 over Signal Peak, entering left traffic for 20 left or right.
Plot is 4657. John Wayne Tower, enter left, downwind, runway 20 left. Actually, enter left, downwind, runway 20 left.
Alright, take a left here. We'll head on over to Alpha. Actually, we'll head up to Bravo.
Roger, we'll enter left downwind for 20 right, and we'll call you when we're on our base. Plot is 4657.
I don't know if this is true to life, but this plane feels to be very, like, nose-heavy as you're taxiing around. Like, right now I'm taxiing with 7 degrees nose up. Be interested in knowing if that is accurate. Like a midget man looking over the dashboard here. Hope you guys are doing good. My wife and I are car shopping right now. We went to a Mazda dealership to look for some fine, test drive some fine automobiles. I learned there's a car that I do not want, and a car that I do want, another car that I want to check out. So, that's been my life the last couple days. Obsessing over cars. But I think we almost have it narrowed down what we're getting. Super nose heavy in real life. I see. Wonder how it compares to the FSX versus the G1000. I don't know. I never actually owned a Carenado plane, so I couldn't tell you.
Cessna Echo, sorry, Niner Echo Charlie, taxi to park via Alpha this frequency. Have a great afternoon.
Cessna 169 Charlie, Echo Charlie, taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Have a nice day.
Palm Springs Tower, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra is at the southeast general aviation parking, looking for a VFR departure to the north with advisories to Long Beach.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Palm Springs ground, contact clearance delivery.
7 Tango Sierra. I always get confused if I need to actually talk to clearance
John Wayne
here.
Tower, plot is 4657, turning base 20 right.
Plot is 4657.
I hate
runway
Palm
20
Springs.
Right, clear to land, wind 180
Clear land 20 right, plot is 4657.
2835. Advisories is flight following. That is correct. Palm Springs Corner, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra is general aviation parking southeast. Looking for advisories to Long Beach.
Skyline 717 Tango Sierra, Palm Springs clearance, departure frequency 126.7, squawk 7302.
126.7 and 7302, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra.
Skyline 7 Tango Sierra, read back correct, and Sierra requesting cruise altitude.
6,500, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra.
Thank you.
7302. Got that in, got that at altitude. Go back to ground. Ground was 121.9er, and I tuned off of 121.9er because I'm an idiot. I'm pretty sure I've called ground up here before and just gotten out, but maybe it's because I asked for advisories. Don't really care though. 121.9er. All right, we have Echo. Palm Springs ground, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, southeast GA parking with Echo, ready for taxi.
Skyline 717 Tango Sierra, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi Bravo.
31 right via Bravo, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. All right, now we're out of here. Go ahead and go strobe on, landing light on. Fuel pump on, that's good. Mixture full, props full. Go over to tower. Tower 119.7, which it is. And departure's 120. I'm going to show you guys what I wrote down here. I got to show this to you. And see, does this make any sense to you whatsoever? What the hell is that frequency that I just wrote down? Is it 27 or 26? I'm going to go with 20... I'm not sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. Palm Springs Tower, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra is holding short 31 right Bravo. I think it's 26.7. That's what I'm going to go with.
Skyline 717 Tango Sierra, Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff, on course approved, and wind 3107.
Clear for takeoff 31 right, on course approved 7 Tango Sierra.
Plot is 4657, clear runway 20 right at Gulf.
Flight is 57U parking east side.
Alright, Squawk and Charlie, lights are on.
Ground 132.2.
Runway's clear that way. Runway's clear that way.
132.25.
Here we go. Get out of here. Alright, there's takeoff power. Engines are looking good. Holy shit, that's loud. Airspeed's alive. Get those sounds down. Oh, you know what? I have the window open, do I? No, there's no window open. I don't know why it's so loud. It is quite noisy. It's alright though, we'll live with it. Have I considered using G2 XPL to download some photo scenery for SoCal? I've thought about it. I've got people that have offered to give me photo scenery. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Be honest, I'm not terribly interested in photoreal. But yeah, I have access to photoreal for most of SoCal, thanks to some kind folks that probably do not want me to give their names out. But I'm not totally sold on it. All right, let's bring the props back here. Bring it back to 2300, is it? Doing this from memory. 23, we'll pull our manifold pressure back out of the red. Go with about 29, 30-ish. There we go. Nose are down. We're going to go for, I believe, 90 knots, I want to say. Sure, why not? Let's go with that. If I were smart, I would have looked all these numbers up ahead of time, but I'm not a smart man.
Skylane 7 Takeoff Sierra radar contact. Contact SoCal departure. Have a great flight.
SoCal departure, Skylane 7 Takeoff Sierra. Take care. Moment of truth. Did I get the right frequency?
United 496.
Aha! Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. SoCal departure, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra's 2,400, climbing VFR.
Reset 17 Tango Sierra SoCal departure. Good afternoon. Palm Springs altimeter 29087.
877 Tango Sierra.
Radar 285 Mike, Las Vegas approach. Good afternoon, Vegas altimeter 2988, plane ILS runway 1 left approach, and let me know when you have the weather.
Got some clouds above us, but they shouldn't cause any issues. Turn off our taxi lights there. Turn off our fuel pump. Guess we should lean the mixture too, shouldn't we? Let's see if this works. Let's look at our chit and our tits.
Cherokee 85 Mike, fly present heading vectors, correction, fly heading 030 vectors.
Okay, I want to show you guys this.
Instead of maintain 9,000.
This knob is moving as we try to fly straight. That knob moves, right? Fuel flow is coming down, but no temperatures.
United 496, plan localized.
So that's how we have to lean it out. We'll live with that. All right. It looks nice, though. It's a really beautiful plane. Truly.
United 496, plan localized runway 27 approach.
You climb at the Y mark indicator. Oh. Okay, I can do that. See, this is why I keep you guys around. Oops. That's why I keep you guys around.
7 approach.
I wasn't sure if, like, best climb is what you actually were supposed to climb out at. Or, like, best rate of climb. I think Y is rate of climb, right? I don't know. Thanks, Peter. Anybody know of a good 737 for X-Plane that has a nice 3D cockpit? The FlyJ Sim 737-200 is your best bet. However, it does not have a glass cockpit. It is all analog, all steam gauges all the time. If you want a 737 300 plus, it doesn't exist. So, yeah, sorry. If you want some Airbuses, we have some lovely Airbuses in the X-Plane world, but there's a 737-300 that's in the works. It's not out yet, though. And it's showing no signs of being out. Most common climb speed used in GA. Good to know. You're too smart. Mr. Stratman, welcome aboard. 777 Pilot, welcome aboard, by the way. I think you are a new face here. New face, new words, new text, new something or other. Y'all ain't been around here before. Yeah, unfortunately, like, well, dude, I wouldn't say FSX at this point. I would say P3D version 3. Oh, hey, we still got starting soon. Nobody told me to get rid of that. Haha. I'll pass the blame off on all you guys. Can't see over the nose. Can't see over the nose. Flies nicely, handles nicely. Thank you, Mr. 777 pilot. Much appreciated. Welcome aboard. Ridiculous. Good to see you, buddy. Been a while since I've seen that name. Less than 1,000 to go. To go refill the wine glass between flights, I think. Very important to stay hydrated when flying.
Contact SoCal approach 135.4.
135.4, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Them clouds got me a little concerned. 35.4. SoCal approach, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, climbing through 6,300.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach. Good afternoon. March altimeter 2990.
90, 7 Tango Sierra.
Cherokee 9285 Mike. 7 miles for Shank. Turn left. Heading 340.
All right, there we'll level ourselves off.
1,500 until established localizer cleared ILS. Runway 1 left approach.
Watch as the airspeed climbs. Ugh. Watch as I as I try to learn how to trim this thing. Bring our power back. Pull that back in the green arc, about right there. Gonna say profit to 2,100. Because that puts it at the bottom of the green arc. Pressure can go up a touch. There we go. Alright, now we just gotta trim this sucker out as we accelerate. Landing light can come off now. Little wispy clouds here have me worried, but I think we're okay.
090 vectors localizer.
I can see through them, so it's legal, right? Living food. Welcome aboard. The 757-200 is a very good aircraft. That thing is my arch nemesis, though. I cannot fly that to save my life. So we're going to fly through this canyon. Out of the canyon, we're looking for Riverside Airport. We're going to fly over top of Riverside Airport and then continue on to the southwest-ish. Looking for John Wayne off to our left. Looking for Los Alamitos off to our left. And then go from there. I have to worry about airspace at some point. Trim that out just a little more. There we go. You know, I actually haven't used the autopilot a single time yet in this plane. Humble brag. I don't know how to use it. Very chart here. So, here's what we're looking at. We're coming out of the canyon here over top of Banning. You can see that because Banning is right there. A lot of drone traffic down there. So Banning is down there. So we're coming over top of Banning. Yeah. We stay on about a 249 heading, which we're a little bit north of. We'll find ourselves crossing over the Riverside Airport, the March Airport, sorry. And 251 or so out of there is going to put us out over north of John Wayne and then towards Long Beach. The goal is to kind of skirt north of this Class Charlie space here. we could go through it. We probably will go through it. But north of that, we'll start our descent here sometime, beam John Wayne, and try to come over top, stay out of the Los Alamitos airspace, and then pop into Long Beach closer to pattern altitude. Or a little above pattern altitude, I should say. Lake out here in front of us. That's probably going to be that lake right there. Paris Reservoir is going to be up to our left. Paris Reservoir is up to our left in the middle of some mountains. I'm guessing that's going to be that guy right there. Oop, a little high. Yeah, we're cruising. $767 is in the works. Should be out fairly soon. Flight Factor's pretty good about releasing products within a month or two after they've been announced. So, that'd be my hope. 767 has me somewhat excited, but I'll be more excited about the 767 once the PilotEdge expansion happens. Because then I can, you know, I can justify flying more routes with it. Edgy1, welcome aboard. He asks, what plane am I flying in? I'm flying the Carenado C182T Skylane. G1000 edition. Neat little plane. I like it. Got problems, but whatever. They all got problems. Most planes aren't announced when they start the development. Yes. Most planes are not announced until they're closer to the end. I don't think developers should announce planes before they're within a month or two of release, personally. I know there's some developers out there that are like, look at this composite shot that I made of the fuselage. We're working on this airplane. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll see in like 3 years. Uncle has a Piper Cub and I absolutely hate it. Ah, that's too bad, man. I'd love to have a Piper Cub. Actually wouldn't mind having a Piper Cub in the sim. G500 edition. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that, Peter. Isn't the G500 like actually a thing though? Like, isn't there something called a G500? Or am I mistaken? Or is it like a 500 series by Garmin? Yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, if you want to build hype for your product, that's fine. But announcing your product too early means that people are going to forget about it. And that's the last thing that you want to have happen, is for somebody to forget about your product. MD-80 is what I'm really excited for. Hey, dude, we got source buttons. We got transcoding on Twitch. If you guys are having problems watching Twitch, now you can watch it at a lower quality setting. Nice PA11 freeware out. Shoot, yeah, please do, Tyler. Please do. Check it out. Have I done many flights with the 777? Not really. I did a couple of flights. I've done a couple of flights like a long time ago, but the 777 doesn't really fit the kind of flying that I like to do normally. I'll probably do some more stuff with the 777 once we get once we get closer to PilotEdge expansion time. I know that Chevy has flown the 777 a fair amount. I don't know if Josh has or not. Like, there's a few people that have flown the 777 a lot more than me, and probably enjoyed it a lot more than I do, but it's not really my kind of plane.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, contact SoCal approach 135.4. Disregard. Contact SoCal approach on 127.2.
127.2, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Yeah, the 777 is not the kind of plane I'm really into. Like, the big heavies, they don't exactly do it for me. I have a good time with the A330. That's heavy enough for me. We should grab Long Beach.
Number 85 Mike, flighting 350, report established on the runway 1 left localizer.
Long Beach not working? Okay, we'll cheat. Long Beach Tower, information November. Wind 190 at 10. 2,400 scattered. Ooh. Temperature 23, 2,400, so we'll have to get kind of low.
United 496.
Excuse me.
intentions.
Altimeter 2989er. Give him a second here.
United 496, roger. Now you're in an area of higher MVA than your current altitude. Low altitude alert. Climb and maintain 5,000.
Traffic up there to our north, or 12 o'clock. SoCal approach Skylane 717 Tango Sierra 6,500 with November at Long Beach.
Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach Santa Ana, altimeter 2988, report Long Beach Airport in sight. Advise prior to any altitude changes.
88, we'll let you know we have it in sight, and we'll stay at 6,500 unless we say otherwise. Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Alright.
November 85, Mike, same intentions.
Okay, so we're going over a lake. We have March right in front of us.
Mike, roger.
Up ahead is Lake Matthews.
Is the localizer alive?
So we're doing pretty good.
Working on intercepting it.
That's March right there. Big ass airstrip.
35, Mike, just to maintain 5,700.
Jar costs more, too much, but you get for $60. $40 seems more reasonable. A fair assessment. Full disclosure, I was given
reduced speed to 180.
I was given a review copy of the 330, so let that cloud my judgment as you think. Though I do have like hundreds of hours in the A320, and I really enjoy the A320 as well.
Just to verify the heading assignment.
Tim Rodeo, good to see you, buddy. I think I actually already said hello to you, Tim. It's not good to see you.
Number 85, Mike, roger.
Yeah, Nick, that'll happen occasionally. So I think we're going to need to get down soon. Hi. We're gonna need to get down soon-ish.
Number 85, Mike, 7 miles.
Yes.
Cleared ILS, right 1 left approach.
I'd like to make it over Riverside before I have to go down. I think we should be able to, but thanks to X-Plane's clouds, it's kind of difficult to tell what cloud cover is actually like. We could go south over closer to Lake Matthews if we need to. We don't want to have to go IFR, because I'm not sure I want to try to fly this thing IFR. If I fly this thing IFR, I'm going to want to do it slant alpha. If I have a review copy, do I get all the updates? I do. Yeah, the review copy is I get a message from the store saying thank you for your purchase and all that good stuff. So we're going to bang over here to the left. Get away from some of these clouds up in front of us. I think if I go for Lake Matthews and then start descending, I'll be okay. I noticed that there's no airspace designators on the chart here.
United 496, 5 miles from O'Kane, cross O'Kane at or above 3,000.
Interesting.
600 cleared localizer, runway 27 approach.
Yeah, so that's not giving me any of the any airspace markings, which kind of sucks. But we can't fly into that stuff, that's for sure. So we'll run all the way out to the coast if we have to. Scud run the John Wayne Charlie if that's what he wants me to do. Don't think that'll be necessary though. Let's make it a Neo. Jar seems to insist on it. Whatever. All what he wants. Don't get emails with the updates. If you've got the code, if you've got a code for it, you can just go to Jar's website, download the updates, then use your product activation code. This should work. Yeah, I think Peter's aircrafts are a little bit overpriced, if you ask me. They're good they're decent aircraft. They're definitely like for the price point. I suppose they're okay because your alternative is to go with the Jar. But I don't know. The lack of Sid Star support is kind of annoying. The last time I flew one of the Peters A320, I ran into an issue where I had to go to the 2D cockpit to tune in the ILS because it wouldn't let me do it in the 3D cockpit. And there was a couple of times when I had to go over to the 2D cockpit to do stuff. So I found that to be kind of frustrating. Mr. Police Gamer, happy Monday, dude. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Mr. Police Gamer, the Police Gamer 1. How could I forget?
United 496, kind of Limburg Tower 108.3, good night.
These clouds kind of came out of nowhere. I suppose if I had checked the weather, I would have known they were there. It's alright, though. We can fly straight out here. Fly over these mountains, more towards the coast. We've got another lake. Well, I don't know what lake. This lake's not on the chart. Another lake off to our right. Over here to our left. This airfield right. Right, there's an airfield right in this area. That was maybe it's over there. The PilotEdge landing competition was held over there next to Lake Elsinore. I think it's in this area right here, behind the little hills. It's a fun little airport to fly in and out of. Okay, that's Lake Matthews next to me. Means we are well clear of the Charlie. We may have to duck down as we get closer to these hills. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep it 6,500 for the time being. If I need to, we'll go lower. Gallon-sized coconut thing at a restaurant. I have no idea what that means, dude. I'm gonna go with, yeah, it was cool. Whoa. An updraft. Draft or a weather change. I don't think are there any Neos that are actually being flown in production, like in the real world? Like I know that they're testing them, but I thought they just did like the first test flights last year. Oh well. I enjoy flying the plane, whatever it may be. And in the end, that's what I think is important. John Wayne's going to be over in this area. I think we're going to go ahead and head down to 4,500. Get below some of this weather. SoCal approach Skylane 717 Takeoff Sierra is going to descend down to 4,500.
SoCal departure plot is 4657, with you climbing 700 for 2,400.
Plot is 4657, SoCal departure radar contact, resume appropriate VFR altitudes and proceed on course. Traffic 10 o'clock, 3 miles east-southeastbound, altimeter 1,500.
Proceed on course, and we'll watch for the traffic. Plot is 4657.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, roger. Number 7 Tango Sierra, maintain VFR at above 3,500.
VFR at above 3,500, Skylane 7 Takeoff Sierra.
And just to confirm, for
going to be a little close to these mountains, but
cleared for the coastal route to Van Nuys.
Some other VFR traffic out there.
About 15 miles.
Oh, uh-oh.
Roger, plot is 4657.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Error. Thank you, X-Plane, and your lovely weather engine. Whoops. That's one thing about X-Plane that kind of drives me nuts. When you have those sudden weather changes like that. I just picked up a random ILS. I have no idea if this must be... It's probably John Wayne. Actually, have no idea what it would be. Mixture up a touch because we came down. Wish I could actually lean this plane properly. But without engine temperatures, that's kind of hard. Power it up. Got some low-hanging clouds out here to our 12 to 1 o'clock. All these low ceilings kind of have me a little nervous. F-18, good to see you, buddy. Assad, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Bonanza Dude, welcome aboard. Good to see you guys. Happy Monday. I mean, you set the RPMs, and then you have to lean to the RPMs. So, like, what I should be able to do is lean using the fuel flow if I actually had fuel flow. But normally I would lean using the, just using the temperature. But the temperature gauge doesn't show me anything useful, so I can't do that. I should get SkyMax Pro when it comes out. ST54 Kev, welcome aboard, by the way. That's a new face. I probably will not be getting SkyMax Pro. I bought into SkyMax Pro 1 and 2, or version 1, and it ran like dog shit on my sim. And then when I tried to run version 2, it crashed my sim. So I'm not inclined to purchase version 3. The clouds look really nice, and I know that people that run it and get it to work really enjoy it, but it's never worked properly for me. So yeah, it's not something that I'll be picking up. But I know a bunch of guys here are going to end up flying with it, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities to see it in action. Download all the cranky liveries. I don't know where that came from, but download all the cranky liveries. Absolutely. Find the A350 MCDU to be confusing. I mean, it's different. That's the thing. It's very, very different from the other MCDUs that are out there. So I guess you could say it's confusing in that regard. It kind of makes sense. It kind of flows well once you use it a couple of times, though. Like, I don't mind the A350. I think it's a decent plane.
4657 clear to enter the Los Angeles Bravo airspace through the coastal route. Climb maintain VFR at 6,500 Los Angeles altimeter 29 or 89.
Clear to enter the Los Angeles
Nickel
Bravo coastal route.
Nickel stream of the day comes out. Awesome, dude.
500 altimeter 2988. Plot is 4657.
Yeah, actually, SkyMax version 2 crashed while I was on stream. I was flying out of Bakersfield, and I got so pissed off at it, I just uninstalled it right there on stream, and then showed everybody how to reinstall the default clouds, because that has to be done. I was none too happy with the piece of software at that moment. But I mean, like I said, it's a nice piece of software. The clouds look really nice. Like, if you want to have a pretty sim, it's certainly there. I definitely didn't see performance increases. I saw performance decreases in a bad way, and I just overall was not happy with the product. If FS would add SIDS and stars, the A350 would be a great plane. I agree. When you combine it with something like XFMC, it definitely is. It's a very functional and usable plane. That's another one that I'll probably be flying more once the expansion hits, because I'll be able to fly. I'll stretch the legs a little bit and fly some longer routes. Which, when we want to do that in SoCal, like, we can fly San Francisco to San Diego, San Francisco to Las Vegas. Like, we just can't fly all that. Like, we can't fly all that much. Long Beach Tower's going to be up next. I actually don't know what runway they're going to give us. Probably 25. I don't know what I don't know which tower they're going to send me over to, so we'll just wait till we get a little closer. But we're breaking out over the clouds. John Wayne's up here in front of us. Long Beach is going to be here off to our right. I'm going to head out towards the coast and then make a right turn towards Long Beach. So we had to kind of change up our plan a little bit here because of the cloud cover that we hit as we were just off to our 3 o'clock there. So we didn't want to fly through all that garbage. We're VFR right now. It's all good though.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, after passing the John Wayne Airport, VFR altitudes at your discretion.
VFR altitude, my discretion, after John Wayne, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Oh, there's a weather shift. Now I find myself without alcohol. A most unfortunate thing. That ILS that I'm tuned into must be, that must be John Wayne. VT very happy with it. VT look even better. Announced performance improvements too. Give it a shot. I think a lot of the weather gives it a more... Yeah, I mean, for some people the weather is the reality portion of it. For me, it's the online flying. Like, I'm not a big fan. Like, I'm not super concerned with visuals in my sim personally. I'm more interested in the plane that I'm flying and kind of the environment that I'm flying in. That's what gives me the immersion. I'm not the kind of guy that chases after the most realistic looking airports, all the photoreal scenery. Like, there's plenty of guys that do that, and more power to them. Like, there's definitely a place for people like that. And I think that's one of the reasons why Matt Davies, Bellins, it does so well as a simmer, because he has his sim looking good in a way that almost nobody else can achieve. Like, him and Frugal both have just absolutely beautiful sims. But that's not a unicorn that I'm super interested in chasing. Alright, so we're gonna bank out here towards the waterfront. Kind of point our nose towards this little inlet here. See if we can see John Wayne. I'm down there. That's not John Wayne, so it must be up. Oh yeah, there it is. Hello, John Wayne. I don't have all the axes of my track IR mapped, so it's difficult for me to kind of move around naturally. I don't see anybody. It's all good. There's somebody on the coastal route, which means they're flying, like, up in this area. I don't know if it was the coastal route north, though, or the coastal route south. I mean, if you want to see a good-looking version of X-Plane, go check out Josh J. Gibbs there in the old chat. He's got his X-Plane sim looking probably better than most anybody else right now. And he's doing all the photoreal, real Terra haze, cool looking clouds. Like, he goes through all that crap. Nick says he still applies for the academic license. Lucky you, Nick. I have a developer copy of P3D version 3 to mess around with. I justify it because I'm a developer and I'm working on stuff, and it makes sense. I probably won't ever stream it, but I will say what little bit I've had a chance to mess around with it, it's pretty solid. It's definitely a solid sim. All right, there it is. So SoCal approach, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra's got Long Beach in sight.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, roger. Contact Long Beach Tower on 119.4. Keep your current squawk code.
119.4 and keep the current squawk, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, 119.4. Where the hell are we? We are 12 miles to the south. Long Beach Tower, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra's 12 miles to the south, full stop with Echo.
Sky 717 Tango Sierra Long Beach Tower, enter left base runway 25 left, and report 3 miles out.
Okay, we'll enter the left base for 25 left, and we'll let you know when 3 out. Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. So, get our altitude down here. Directly in front of me is runway 25, 25 or 3. Directly in front of me is runway 30. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Van
Means
Nuys
the
Tower,
25 left is going to be right here.
4657, 10 miles to the southwest of the airport, inbound to land.
There's some traffic up here in front of us.
Flight is
Right there.
4657,
Right there.
Van Nuys Tower, enter right downwind runway.
Turn the landing lights on.
16 right and report midfield.
Enter a right
Extra
downwind,
full.
16 right, and we'll report midfield. Plot is 4657.
Dude, that rotate plane looks beautiful. I'm so excited for that plane. I want that thing to come out and just kick the shit out of everything. I'm really excited for that. Honestly, I think I'm at this point more excited for Rotate's product than I am for the 733. Just because like we've seen 737s, we've seen 733, you know, we've seen the 737 done. PMDGs did that in FSX. They did it very, very well. And the MD-80 is different from anything else that we really have in X-Plane right now. So I'm stoked for it. Airfield elevation 60 feet. Let's continue on down here.
Midfield.
We are
Flight is
7 miles
657,
out.
runway 16 right, clear to land, wind 190.08.
Clear land.
Los
runway
Alamitos.
16 right, plot is 657.
A little further over here, put ourselves on the base. While we're doing that, I'm going to turn my course knob over to 25. They see me rolling. Guy right down there. Hopefully you saw. Excuse me. Hopefully you saw that. If not, whatever. Study. Learn. SPF. Yeah. 733 is being made by a company called or a group called IXEG. IXEG.net, I think is their website. And it's going to be a good plane. Like it's good. It's going to be a good plane. I saw it in the flesh at Flight SimCon, and it looked beautiful. It was very striking, and I think it'll be everything we hope it is. That being said, we've seen the 737 done. I want to see something different. Start pulling props back a little bit. Props go full forward. Let us landing lights, taxi lights, fuel pump come on. Once we are on the ground, we're going to ask for, I don't know, we'll go park on the south side of the field there. Foxtrot 1-ish. Long Beach Tower, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra 3 out.
Skylane 7 Tango Sierra, thank you, wind 190.10, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, here we go. Hold in props, hold in power back. One notch flaps. Need to put a slightly less rigid spring, I think, in my joystick here. 25 left in sight. We've got 4 reds, 2 low. One white, 3 red.
Van Nuys Tower, plot is 657, clear 16 right at hotel.
Flight is 657, taxi to parking via Alpha this frequency, have a great evening.
Parking via Alpha this frequency, Plot 657. Have a good evening.
Where the winds at? Winds were 190 at 10. Pretty decent little crosswind here. Okay, gears down, flaps are down, make sure prop full lights are on, runways in sight, clearance has been received. You're landing. A little bit of a crab going here, cool with that. It's 2 white, 2 red, cool with that too. Lots of little micro stutters. I'm not sure if it's the G1000 doing that or if it's the X-Plane 1040. You know what? Those poppy lights, those lights are taking me to the wrong spot. They're trying to put me down before the they're trying to put me down in the middle of the threshold there. Cool, I got my spot. Loaded it. Bounced it. Almost full rudder to get it to stop there. Ew. God damn, the ground sucks. Pops come up. Strobe comes off. Landing light comes off. What are we clear on? How are we? And Long Beach Tower, Skylane 717, Tango Sierra, clear Bravo, looking for the parking near Foxtrot 1.
Skylane 7 Tango Sierra, taxi to parking via Foxtrot and cross runway 34 left this frequency. Have a great day. See ya.
Alright, parking via Foxtrot, cross 34 left, your frequency, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra, take care. Alright, runway. Our strobes back on real quick. Clear to the left. Clear to the right. Sure, why not? We're gonna go park next to that thing. Right there. Not the chopper. Nobody cares about helicopters. Strobes off. We're gonna park. I'm gonna fill up my drink again. We'll make the turn, and then we'll go head up to General Fox Field. I don't know what's over here, but we're gonna park next to the tower. I'm sure there's general aviation parking here. It's not marked on the map. I have no idea where I should actually be going. I know where the terminal's at. That's about it. So we're gonna look real pretty here next to the 4-engine military plane. All right, parking brake set. Prop 2 feather. Avionics can come off. Taxi light comes off. Fuel pump can come off. Mixture to lean. Bags off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Long Beach Airport. Local time is whenever the hell it is. Yeah, we're here. Oops. All right, we made it. Maybe not the prettiest of landings. Definitely bounced it. All good. Happens. Finish economy flight. Open. Finish. Start. All right. Next up is going to be Kilo Whiskey Golf Foxtrot, is it? Juliet Foxtrot? I don't know. Where the hell are we going? Juliet Foxtrot. Kilo Whiskey Juliet Foxtrot. So, here. See how much money we made. Because that's the important part. 2,192. Whatever. I'll take it. All right. Actually, I don't know about it. We're going to go file flight plan, KLGB, KWJF. KWJF. Whew! X-Plane pilots. Good to see you, man. The scenery I got through the org somewhere. I couldn't tell you any more than that. This is one of the oldest sceneries that I have installed for the PilotEdge network. So I have honestly no freaking clue where I got it from. And I actually, like I said, I don't know where GA parking is. Seems to be GA parking all over the place here. There's like another museum. There's GA right there next to the fuel tanks. There's some GA. But that's where I should be parking, right there. Boeing man, welcome aboard. Carenado 182 versus A2A 182. Can't compare it. Have no idea. Oh, what happened there? Error. That was odd. Yeah, I can't compare the two because A2A is not available on X-Plane. So we're gonna make a quick turn here. I'm gonna go refill the drink and come back, and then we'll do the next leg. Probably do one more leg and then call it quits for the night. I might be slurring my slurs by the end of that one. So we'll be right back, guys. If you're taking off, thanks for dropping in. If you're sticking around, we'll see you here in about 5 minutes. So, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, lost some tunage. Da, da. Let's see. All right, right back, guys. This.
But I never really knew that it was over. Till the quiet and the echoes became colder. I never really knew that it was over. Till the quiet and the echoes became colder.
Look at that timing. Look at that timing. Ah, look at that timing right there. Ah, what'd I tell you? We're back. So let's figure out what we're going to do here real quick. So we're heading out of Long Beach. We're going to head up to Foxfield, KLGB, KWJF. Now you'll notice what's interesting about this route is that it flies us straight through the Los Angeles Delta. I guess we could fly under the Delta, but where's the fun in that? So we're going to take the mini route. Mini route's going to have us flying over here towards Hawthorne. Up to, ooh, uh-oh. Broken 2600. Low visibility. What is the mini route? Let's see. No, nothing. No, that's the special flight rule. The mini route. Fixed-wing non-turbojet aircraft LAX must be in west traffic over ocean configuration, blah, blah, blah. Reported ceiling of at least 3,000 feet. That's going to be a problem. Visibility of 3 miles. I think the ceiling here is 2,600 feet broken, so that means we can't take the mini route. Time for plan B. Man, raining in El Monte, scattered 900. That's a huge problem for us. Can't go to El Monte. Might just have to scud run it out of here, as Josh would say. Dude, I'm not doing IFR in this plane. I truly am not doing IFR. Like, I could file slant alpha and do IFR. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna fly off the GPS. Actually, you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll fly this. We'll fly this slant alpha. Okay. So that means we need to see if there's any tech routes. Any tech routes up to the box. KLGB. KLGB. B. Nope, nothing to Fox. Check where. VFR and IMC is always fun. Yeah, no kidding. I have to actually think about the weather. I can't just like, all I want to do is go fly. That's not what I want. I want city pair search, KLGB, KWJF. Okay, VFR. There we go. Seal Beach, Victor 459, Barry. Well, we can't do, can we do Barry? We can do that. Realistically, all we got to do is get through the soup. Look at that. Riverside went red. Dude, there's weather coming into SoCal. There's going to be some good flying tonight on the network, that's for sure. You hear that, Josh? Do Barry. And change this up a little bit. I'm going to say Barry, Victor 201, Palmdale. Okay, that's what we'll fly. We have to be at least 8,800 feet. We're going to go west, so we'll say 9,500 feet. Go to the altitude restrictions. Should be able to make it that high, no problem. So, wow, this PilotEdge. Let's, whoops, that. Pilot Center. Sign in. Me. Big ass long password. File a flight plan. IFR. November 717 Tango Sierra. We are a Cessna 182. We're going to file slant alpha. We're going to be, shit, what are we, like 140 knots? Sure, why not? KLGB to KWJF. Filing at, actually, we don't have to go to 9,500. We can go up to just 9,000. 9,000. Seal Beach, Victor 459, Barry, Victor 201, Palmdale. Wow, that sucks. Mr. Bus, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Raining here in SoCal since this morning, at least in Burbank. Nice. Well, this is not very often we have to actually give a shit about weather, so kind of fun. Excuse me, it's clear around Long Beach, that's for sure. Clearance delivery 118.15. Let's get this thing up. We need to, oh, you know what I need to do? Set up FS economy. My flight. X economy open. Cancel. Yes. Try this again. I need to actually put some more gas in the plane. Although we didn't use that much gas. Xena, because it's got a cool name. Why the hell not? Okay, we need to call up clearance delivery 118.15. Right there. Actually, we'll go ahead and turn. We'll just crank the plane on. Beacon on. Nav lights already on. Good there, good there. Props to full. Mixture to lean. Parking brake is set. Oops. Boost pump. Come on. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. No, what am I doing wrong here? Crack the throttle a bit. There it's going. No, it's not. What am I doing? Why isn't it starting? Alright. How long do we have to hold this before it goes? There it goes. Had to crack the throttle a little bit more for it. Okay. Alright, 118.15's clearance. We are going to be a new page here. Skylane for 717 Tango Sierra. Going to be LGB to WJF. Craft. Long Beach clearance, November 717 Tango Sierra, IFR 2 Fox. It happens, X-Plane pilots. Huggy! Quadruple 9, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
Skyline 717 Go Sierra. Long Beach clearance on request.
I get the feeling I'm going to get rerouted. We'll see, though. Yeah, I don't know. I've had issues starting this plane a few times. It's always operator error, because usually it starts, which usually means that I was doing something wrong previously. I think in that case, I didn't have the throttle cracked enough. There just wasn't enough gas getting to the engine.
Skyline 7 Tango Sierra cleared to General Fox Airport. On departure, fly runway heading until reaching 800 feet. Then fly heading 200, radar vector Soul Beach, then as filed. Maintain 3000, expect 9,000 when 0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.2, squawk 3557.
To the General Fox Airport on departure, runway heading until 800 feet, and then 200, radar vector Cecile Beach, then is filed. 3,000 on departure, 9,000 within 10. Departure 127.2, squawk 3557, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra.
Skyline 7 Tango Sierra, read correct, and the general direction of your flight path is actually northwest, so Would 8,000 or 10,000 work better for you?
We'll go with 8,000 at 7 Tango Sierra.
Skylane 8 Tango Sierra, movement to your altitude, maintain 3,000, expect 8,000. What's our minutes after departure?
3,000, we'll expect 8,000. Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. See, I'm
Skylane
not
7
sure.
Tango Sierra, read back correct, contact ground for taxi.
7 Tango Sierra. Okay, yeah, so on departure, runway heading. I don't know what the runway's going to be. We'll get to that here in a little bit. So runway heading until 800 feet, and then 200 on the heading, radar vector to Seal Beach. So, think about this. What do we want to have here? We're going to want Seal Beach VOR. Seal Beach VOR is 115.7, so we'll punch that into the nav frequency. 5.7 right there. And we have a VOR. I'm going to assume that's Seal Beach. We're not going to tune any course on that because we don't need to be. We will put 200 on the heading. 00 on the heading. Like so. Okay. That's good there. We're going to go up to 3,000 feet initially. Feet initially, that's there. Squawk is 3557. Transponder code 3557. Altitude, good there. Okay, we got that. Grab the weather. Conditions at Long Beach are currently winds 200 at 10. Hear more weird stuff outside. Winds 200 at 10. Thermal visibility scattered 2400, 23 Celsius, under 2989er. I'm gonna force a weather update here real quick. I'm not confident that I have the current stuff. Look at that flight path. Perfectly avoiding the clouds as much as we could. Yeah. All right, so we got the weather. We have that's it. Okay, let's go to ground. Ground is 133.0. Zero, good there. And they're probably going to send us off 25. 119.4 was. That's when I'll get ready to go. So we are flying this slant alpha, which means we're flying purely off the radials. 0.4. I will pull this up and put in flight plan. Clear you. Yes. Clear you. Yes. We're at Kilo. Lima. Golf. Bravo. Oh, now we have 3 Long Beaches. Great. Okay. I am like the only person that's able to make that happen, by the way. Dan said he tried to duplicate that bug and didn't have any luck. But, yeah. We do what we can. We're going to Kilo Whiskey. Put that away. Go off, come down here. Use the 3D. Pay good money for a 3D card. I'm going to get some use out of it. Whiskey. Juliet. Foxtrot. F, G, F, G. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's in. Plan mode deactivate. We're good to go. Flight control check. Yep. There we go. Go to track IR. Turn it on there. Go to less sensitive mode here. Taxi light on, nav lights on, beacon lights on, fuel pumps on, great. Pull the, nope, I'll stay forward. We're gonna pull the mixture back a touch. Notch on the flaps. And we are near Foxtrot 1. We have the weather. Long Beach ground, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra is near Foxtrot 1 with the weather ready for taxi.
Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, Long Beach ground. Say your position.
South side of the field near Foxtrot 1.
Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Thank you. Runway 25 left at Delta, taxi Foxtrot.
25 left at Delta via Foxtrot, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra.
Los Angeles clearance, good evening. This is Delta 777
Alright, so
Heavy with you requesting IFR clearance to San Francisco Airport as far, please.
Delta 777 Los Angeles clearance, good evening. Clear to San Francisco International Airport. Ventura flight departure, San Marcos transition.
Delta
fast,
is
file,
up
climb
here.
Exit, maintain 5,000. Expect flight
I
level
do not
3010
understand.
minutes
I
after
do not
departure.
understand how this
Departure
particular set of
frequency
taxiway areas
125.2,
works.
Squawk
Oops,
3634.
I know it's a hot spot. But it's already, the wind's already pushing me around.
Cleared to San Francisco Airport, Ventura 5 departure. San Marcos transition, then as file. Will climb via the seat except maintaining 5,000, expecting 30010 minutes after departure. Frequency 125.2 and we're squawking 3634.
Delta 777 heavy, read back correct.
Long Beach Ground, November 8, Whiskey Uniform Type Bell 407 near Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, helipad. It's looking
Alright, you go full, you go full, strobes,
do an intersection,
landing
takeoff
light.
to the north, negative flight following.
Oops. Off there. The tower, are we... God damn it.
Helicopter 827 Whiskey Uniform, Long Beach ground. You said you wanted intersection departure from 25 left at Juliet 2.
Son of a
We're looking
bitch.
for a tank intersection just to make it easier for that departing GA traffic for 827 Whiskey Uniform.
Goddamn right.
November 7 Whiskey Uniform, Roger. Are you able to accept intersection Foxtrot 1?
Willing to do that for 827 Whiskey Uniform. We can take Foxtrot 1.
Helicopter 7 Whiskey Uniform, runway 25 left
2.
at Foxtrot 1. Taxi via Alpha. Sorry, taxi via Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, just to confirm, you want us to cross 25 left at Foxtrot 1, correct? For 827 Whiskey Uniform?
November 7 Whiskey Uniform, negative. You'd be departing Foxtrot 1 off of from 25 left. The other traffic went all the way down to the intersection of Foxtrot and Delta where it crosses road 24 right.
We can just go all the way with the length for 25 left for 827 Whiskey Uniform, so that'll make it easier.
Helicopter 7 Whiskey Uniform, it's no problem for me. Either way works for me. It would be
Damn it,
fluid,
Tyler,
would
you're
just be
killing me
road
here.
25 left at Delta's where it's
Alorda, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
Okay, we'll
where
take
the other
25
traffic's
left for
departing.
827 Whiskey Uniform.
All
7
sorts of
Whiskey Uniform,
traffic.
I think I cut you off on the last part. Say again.
I wouldn't say there's tons of traffic. There's one guy who won't shut up. Thanks, Tyler. This, by the way, I know who this is. His name is Tyler. He's Flight SATEC. He's another Twitch guy. You should go check him out. Gas Junkie, good to see you, buddy. I saw your name earlier. Didn't say hello.
Delta 27 Whiskey Uniform.
Long Beach Tower, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra is holding short of 34 right.
Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, Long Beach Tower, wind 190 at 10, runway 25 left at Delta. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 25 left at Delta, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra.
Bell 7 Whiskey Uniform, were you looking for a flight following or no?
Negative flight following, 7 Whiskey Uniform.
I don't get this intersection. I really don't get this intersection.
Hello,
My scenery.
good evening. This is Delta 777 Heavy requesting.
I don't know how this works,
cruise
but
back
we're gonna go with
and
it.
Start on to Charlie, please.
Okay.
Delta 777 Heavy,
good. Squawking
Long
Charlie.
Beach, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Correction,
heading
Los
25
Angeles
till crossing
round.
800
Push
feet,
on
then a left
Charlie
turn to
approved,
200.
And tail west.
Holy shit.
Delta 777, can we do tail east, please?
Here goes Tyler.
Delta 7777, you'll be departing for way 25
Put that sucker on the
right,
crab
and,
there.
Yeah, we can do that. Tail east on Charlie.
Yeah, we know. It's just our program, our pushback
Positive
program
right there.
allowed us to do facing west onto Charlie. Then we'll make a
Clear
left
can come
turn
up,
on.
or
Looks
flaps
like
can come up, I
Charlie
should
7,
say.
and then we'll continue on Bravo 425 left.
Turn off tchotchke there.
Delta 777 Heavy, roger. You just have your push for right now. Just advise when you're ready for taxi. I'll give you the remainder of the taxi instruction.
Copy, Delta 777 Heavy.
Skylane 7, take us here. Contact SoCal departure. Have a great flight.
SoCal departure, Skylane 7, take us here. Take care. 600 feet. 700 feet. Start the turn here. There's 800. Left turn. SoCal departure, Skylane 717, Tango Sierra 900 for 3000.
Skylane 717, Tango Sierra, SoCal departure radar contact, climb maintain 8,000.
Up to 8,000, Skylane 7, Tango Sierra. Okay, go ahead and turn the autopilot on. Put the autopilot, where are the autopilot buttons at? I have never used the autopilot, here it is. Go heading mode. And up to 8,000. Arm, I'll hold.
717, Tango Sierra, turn left, heading 360, join Victor 459, resume on navigation.
Left to 360, join the Victor 459, resume on nav, Skylane 7, Tango Sierra. Okay. So left to 360, we're gonna let the plane do a little turny turn here, without our intervention. Can we climb in IAS mode? No, we cannot. Uh-oh. Okay, Victor 459 is it's the 319 radial out of Seal Beach. So, course to 319er. I know I've completely neglected my props right now. They're gonna have to wait. 319er, there we go. Let's go ahead and we'll turn track IR off. Zoom in on this sucker. Taxi lights can now come off. Fuel pump can come off. Flaps are up. Good. Props can come back to 2300. And we'll bring the manifold pressure back to about 30. Mixture can come back a touch. Pull that fuel flow back in the green. Also going to raise the manifold pressure, so we'll pull that back even further. Put the nose down to get ourselves to VY. Keeping an eye on this this gauge right here. That's the one that we want to intercept. Keeping an eye on the speed, we get ourselves back to VY. We're good. We're good. Here we go. Always one of the most exciting departures coming out of Long Beach. Never lacking for entertainment. That's for sure. Basically do a giant ass loop-de-loop to end up right where you started. We're going to take Victor 459 to DME 28. Do I have DME on? Oh, I have to have DME. No way. Oh, there it is. I don't have DME. I don't see DME. Where's it at? Why isn't it showing up? That's gonna pose me a problem. I mean, I can do it without DME, but I would prefer to have DME. Come into the clouds. PFD, then DME. I clicked the DME button. Well, PFD, then DME. Ah! Dude, you are a lifesaver. Crazy DMD, man, you get all the points for today. All the points are yours. Little piddly ass cloud here. It's taunting me. We totally could have gone out and gotten out of here VFR. Where's the fun in that, though, I guess? And into the clouds we go. Boop. Wait, I wrote down... I was supposed to be at 360. We were supposed to go to 360, not 350. Close enough, right? Now that we're officially in the soup. All the Compton traffic. Looking. Everything's in the green, I guess. It's always in the green. Sure, why not? Turbocharged fuel flow. 24 gallons per hour at 32 inches. Well, we're not at 32 inches. Oh, hey, we got movement. We got movement. Means nav mode. Right there. We're going to take this to 28 DME. So we should see a turn here momentarily. Let's turn a flight director on. Where is the flight director? Give me the flight director. There is no flight director. He doesn't exist on my flight director. Seriously? This is the part where my total lack of understanding of this plane starts to show through. That's been cool. No wind data. Okay. Okay. Ah, we don't need a flight director, do we? I have now figured out how to get the winds and the DME. I feel like that's a significant victory today. Flying within a system that I've never used before. Like clockwork. No flight director. It's not integrated with that odd... Got it. Uh-oh. Forgot to silence the silence the Skypes. Silence the Sipes. Holy shit, I need to stop. I need to probably stop after this. 1,000 to go. We're doing peachy. I like this plane. For whatever problems it may have, I really like this plane. You guys can say what you want. Click on the CDI button.
Approach 134.9.
CDI is not going to do the right thing. 134.9 or Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. SoCal approach, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, 7,600 for 8,000.
Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, but altimeter 29 or 9 or 1.
9 or 1, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. 901 in the altimeter. 200 to go. See if this thing catches it. I've got it armed. There it's flashing at me, saying, hey, idiot, get ready to do something. All right, Joni. Thanks for chopping in. Have a good night. Pilot done! Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Click the CDI button. You knew damn well what was going to happen when you said click the CDI button. All right, there's 8,000 feet. We'll bring them props back. We'll go back to 2100. A number that I'm pulling completely out of my ass. I could check the performance charts if I really wanted to. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and leave the fuel flow a little bit on the high side. Say here. Well, that's climb power.
Delta 777 heavy SoCal departure.
If anybody's got some performance numbers, feel free to give them to me. You can also close the cowl flaps. I've yet to determine if closing the cowl flaps does anything, but we can close them. Theoretically, it should give us some speed. Power! So, Catstrator, you did a heading
Delta
into the radial and then
777
engage
for
nav
any
mode to
280
align. That is
Ventura,
affirmative.
Join the Ventura flight departure.
That's not me. That is affirmative. We use heading mode to intercept, and as we started seeing movement on the CDI, we put ourselves in nav mode, and now we are flying on the 319 radial, I should say, out of Seal
Delta
Beach.
777 heavy contact Los Angeles at a 135.5.
And here momentarily, we will switch over to heading mode again and be ready to intercept the 189 radial into Palmdale. So we can get Palmdale ready to go, 114.5.
Delta 777 heavy Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Mr. Judge! Oh, Josh, I just told you. Mr. Nerd Rage is what I meant to say. Dr. Nerd Rage, welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. Casores, good to see you as well. The most dramatic frequency change in history. No kidding, I know. You gotta pass the time somehow. Dude, look at the soup. You do not get this in SoCal very often. We're also not coordinated. Can fix that though. There we go. Now we're coordinated. Oops, no we're not. Now we're coordinated. Perfect. Alright, what do we got here? DME 19, 10 miles to go. Ish. 9 miles to go. I can't do an RNAV approach because I filed slant alpha. In fact, as soon as we clear the mountains, we're pretty much... As soon as we clear the mountains to Palmdale, I'm probably just going to cancel IFR. Or at least look and call the field, just go VFR as soon as I can. There's very little incentive for me to stay IFR. Let's go map terrain. That's going to show us anything that we might hit. Inset. Clutter that completely. We'll make that one topography. Perfect. Visibility's not great over the mountains either. Fantastic. Maybe we'll end up with an ILS. Who knows? Sim is running like dog shit right now. The clouds and the fact that it's happening directly over LA. It is not happy. Sure, we're at least 50 or 19 frames, but probably not by much. All right, so we're coming up on the intersection here. We're going to go to heading mode again. Going to keep us on this heading. Palmdale's 114.5.
Contact Los Angeles Center 133.5.
Tune that in there. Grab our course. We have that. We're going to intercept the 189, so it's going to be the 9 radial. Or the 9 course going is what I should say, 090. And we're going to watch for movement on the needle. There is ever so slight movement on the needle.
Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 30.
So we'll go ahead and re-engage nav mode. Now the plane will stay on this heading until we get closer to that needle, or to that course, and then we'll make a right turn and turn into Palmdale. Technically, if you look at the chart, we should actually be flying outbound on the Los Angeles VOR for like a mile. But I'm not going to do that. Like, it's pointless for me to fly a mile or so and grab this changeover point. So we're just going to fly straight to Palmdale. ILX into Fox. Well, if we can't get to Fox, then we'll just divert. Like, oh shit. Broken 800, overcast 900. Dude, it's showing me that it's fucking green. Like SkyVector says it's green in there. RNAV. There's a VOR. There's an NDB approach. What is the VOR? The VOR gets us down to 1,000 above. That's not going to do us any good. How's our turn doing here? We should turn here momentarily. There it goes. Okay, great. How long? You could request an NDB approach. The NDB approach can get us down to 800 above. Oh dear God. Flying the 113 radial into an NDB. I don't even know if this thing can do an NDB. Probably can't. So that's out of the question. So we can fly the VOR approach if we have to. Like that's going to be our only real option. Yeah, I don't know if we can fly an NDB in this though. I don't know how to tune that in, if it's even possible. I don't think it is. I mean, I could punch it in over. Let's see. I could punch the NDB in on the GPS unit and then fly in ops mode if I needed to. You can't fly him slant alpha. Yeah. So we're gonna be stuck trying the VOR approach, I think. If only we had a working GPS. Of all the nights to pick to have to fly this thing. This is hilarious. I can't believe there's this much weather in SoCal. Of all friggin' nights. Peter's telling me I can't even fly an NDB slant alpha, so that takes care of that anyway. Not that I know the first thing about trying to fly an NDB. We'll plan for the VOR though, and see if that gets us down through the soup. Let's grab. Let's see.
Dual approach runway 24 in use. Departing runway 24. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have Oscar. Fox Tower information Oscar. 2356 Zulu. Line 290 at 9er. Visibility 10. Light rain. Ceiling 8,000 broken.
Oh, 8,000 broken.
Overcast. Temperature 15.
Oh, that's no problem.
2.11. Altimeter 2997. Visual approach runway 24 in use.
Oh, yeah.
Departing
I don't know.
runway 24.
Okay. I totally
Read back all
misread
runway
that.
assignments.
I read the weather as 800 for some reason, and I'm like, 800 in green, that doesn't sound right. But it's 8,000. Yay on me. Yeah, GPS, direct, NDB, and OBS mode is probably what I would have used. But it's going to be a non-issue. The ceilings are 8,000, so as soon as we dip just a little bit below, we'll be fine. I don't know if we have any ADF receiver in this thing. I'm going to go with probably not. Actually, wait, no, it does have an ADF receiver. Holy shit. Okay. We're not going to use it, but... That's one to practice for another time. Shoot the VOR anyway? Okay. Once we get our next frequency change, we'll ask for VOR approach. Yeah, Nick, it does get better at my destination. The airport's actually VFR. I misread the weather forecast. I'm kind of toasted right now. Whatever. We'll talk about it later. Dude, I can't believe how much weather there is out here today. Like, you never see weather in SoCal. Look at that. We're white out completely now. Completely IMC. It's okay. We're gonna fly the VOR. Fly the VOR Bravo. Actually, won't that be that bad of an approach? And if the controller's nice, he won't give us any holds. We're gonna need Lake Hughes. Lake Hughes is 108.4. Need that in nav 2. 108. 4. There. Down here, bearing number 2. Gonna be nav 2. Go. We are cool with that. Temps. Outside air is 8 Celsius. No risk of icing at the moment. Should have the pitot heat on though. Carb ice, anything I gotta worry about there? I'm not sure if the plane even models carb ice. What if there's carb heat on the plane, so... If we get carb heat, we're kind of screwed. Or get icing, we're screwed. Has to be somewhere. Air, defrost. I don't know. Where's my frequency change? ADF being there is wrong if it integrates the frequency into the G1000. Yeah, I have no idea how this thing actually would get its data over. We'll have to look at that later. I'm kind of curious. Oh, fuel injected, right? Yeah, no carb. Good call. That's why you guys are the smart ones.
Connect Joshua approach 126.1.
126.1, Skylane 7 Takeoff Sierra. Joshua approach Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, 8,000 with Oscar at Fox, and we'd like to request the VOR Bravo approach.
Number 77 Tango Sierra, Joshua approach, Roger. Cleared VOR Bravo approach, circle runway 24, Fox.
Clear VOR Bravo approach, circle runway 24, Fox, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, smart guys, how do I get on the fucking approach now? Do I just fly it out of Palmdale? That must be what I do. Okay, this part I don't know. Do I just fly the approach 296 out of Palmdale? Oh, to Urged, and then I make a. Oh, when I get to Urged, then I must make the procedure turn to come back in. Yay? Nay? Sure, we'll go with that. Christ, I don't know. All right, heading mode. 296 outbound. Fly from PMD. Okay. Thanks. Hello, Mr. Terminator. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. After Palmdale, we go down to 5,000 feet.
Connection lost.
Alright, so after Palmdale, we're going to go down to 5,000 feet. Hello. Oh, I said hello to Torb. Good to see you, buddy. I'm about to get my ass kicked. We cool, though. We cool. I'm going to go props. Mixture forward. One less thing to worry about here. Landing lights can come on. Fuel pump can come on. Any fixture? I think the plane is on version 1.2, 1.2 or 1.3. Like, there's been some fixes since it launched. Do I have a timer on here? I need a timer. Go. Alright, start making our turn here. Turn into that VOR. Should cross it here in just a moment. There's crossing. Nav mode. Okay, so once we're established here, we can go down to 5,000 feet. We're going to take this to 10.4 miles out of Palmdale. Gotcha. Thanks, Peter. Okay, there we go. Now we should turn into this. We're in nav mode. Go. I'll actually take over here in a moment. Once I get a little closer. So we're gonna go ahead and set the altitude to 5,000. We'll start our way down. I'll load off arm. We're just gonna go down in pitch mode now. Pull the props back a touch. Okay, we're taking this to 10.4. 10.4 will be over top of the field. We want to go all the way to 13.1 though for the IAF. This is something I've never done before, so this will be interesting, to say the least. You guys can watch me totally out of my comfort zone. Anyone have the Gunship 3 iOS app? No. I don't even know what that is. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Do not know. Back to heading mode. We're gonna swing that now, that VOR needle all the way around to 116. Coming up on 5,000, 1,000 to go. We're at 8.4 DME. Another 5 miles to go until we, the IAF. Let the vultures circle at a safe altitude. Yes. I like your style, Peter. Alright, here's 5,000 feet. Go back up on the power. So, taking this to 13.1 DME. According to the charts, we should be almost over top of the field right now. Get tower ready to go, 120.3 while we got some downtime here. Three. Haha. 13.1 will start our timer. Take that out for a minute, and then we'll make a left turn back in to intercept the old radial. Start the approach. There's 13.1. Go. Go. Timer didn't start. Okay. 37. We'll say 37:15. Don't know why the timer didn't start. Probably something I should have tested. Yet something else I should have tested. Alright, well, we can't worry about that right now. Going to 37:15. That'll be 1 minute. There it is. My aircraft. Take a left turn. Maintain altitude.
Delta 777, roger. Delta 777, contact open center 133.7. Delta 777, Oakland Center, cross Big Sur at maintain flight level 210.
And 4,400 feet.
November 7 Tango Sierra, radar service is terminated. Contact Fox Tower 120.3, good day.
120.3, Skyline 7 Tango Sierra.
45, yes, you can disregard what I just said. For some reason, I thought you were going to San Francisco. Let's just start over. Clear to Las Vegas, McCarran International Airport, Queen 5 departure, DNet transition, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3,000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency and squawk remain the same.
1 bar off, we got 0.3 miles to go till we hit the IAF. Alright, that's urged. Back into that. We can go down after urged. We can go down to minimums. Minimums are 3320. Fox Tower, Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, VOR Bravo at urged, circle to 24.
Skylane 717 Tango Sierra, Fox Tower, circle north of field for a right downwind runway 24, and report turning base.
Circle north of field, right downwind runway 24, will report turning base, Skylane 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, field's gonna be at 10.4. Oh shit, we gotta look up. Ah! Ah, there's the field. We found it. All right, get some flappage out. There's the field. You guys missed it. It's like right there. I was so caught up in flying that radial that I almost forgot to make my turn. I forgot to check where I was at.
Skyline 7 Tango Sierra, have you sight runway 24 clear to land, wind 290 at 990 to report.
Mid land runway 24, Skyline 7 Tango Sierra. Oh boy. I don't know what the elevation here is. That I forgot to check. Oh, we're high. Cool. Okay, gears down, 3 green. Prop, mixture, lights. Flaps, clearance has been received. Runway's in sight, it's clear. I mean, we're kind of lined up for it. We got this, we got this. We got this. Dude, I'm sweating like a pig right now. Holy crap. Oh, another shitty landing. Oh boy. Ah! 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 On the runway, on the runway, on the runway. Full rudder. Full rudder. Nothing's happening. Carenado flight model right there for you. Seriously. Can I show you that? Really? Crap. There we go. Now we lost it. Oh, dude, am I gonna... Really? I basically just ground looped a tricycle. Yeah, that's a Carenado. That is totally a Carenado thing, where like your rudder does nothing. Like your rudder pedals do nothing on the ground. Bugs the crap out of it. Okay, anyway, damn it, shit. Where are we? Delta? Oh, we're clear of Fox. And Fox Tower, Skyline 717, take a serious clear. Foxtrot, we'll just taxi straight ahead.
Skyline 7 Tango Sierra sounds good. Taxi straight ahead. Park in this frequency. Have a great evening. See ya.
Parking your frequency. Skyline 7, take a Sierra. Take it easy. Let's come put ourselves in over here. I'll read the chat. Everybody can tell me how bad we're doing. Let's see, you do better. Except for you, Josh, because I'm sure you could. And Peter. Chevy. Yeah. Basically, everybody that has a PPL could do better. All right. Pull you out. And drops to feather. Up. Off. 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 You can come off. And you can go off. And you. You. You and you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fox Airfield for what was an absolutely uneventful flight where nothing out of the ordinary went wrong. Nothing at all. That was fun. A solid C+. Okay, I'll take a C+. Guys, that was fun. Ground looped. I can't. Yeah, ground looped tricycle. It happens. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Had a great time. You guys were on the YouTubes. Do come by, stop by, say hi on Twitch. Everybody else, go follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. You know, all that good stuff. We'll get some more videos on the YouTube soon enough. We will watch the replay. That's a good call. Off PilotEdge. Yep. Replay mode. back that sucker up. While that's happening, I'm going to take my track IR hat off because I am sweating like crazy right now. Let's start here. Okay, so what's interesting about this is that this is where we were heads down, flying by the VOR. Yep, okay. Perfectly out of the, nothing out of the ordinary. That she wants me to go on the north side. It's like, oh shit. Bank, 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 bank. And stick that nose down. Stick that nose down. Dive, dive, dive. Realizing that I'm on the world's worst pattern right there. Turn around. I was trying to look at the charts to see what the airport elevation was. I almost nosed it into the ground. I put myself not quite so much on final. By the way, the G1000 was reporting winds coming from the other direction. And then there's this. I should have... Okay. Oh, it's off. So the G1000 was reporting that winds were coming left to right. And so that's why I was kind of confused when my plane started pulling quite violently to the right. Like, I would have added more brake if I had to. In fact, you can see me skidding where I'm trying to add brakes. And there it goes. Ground looping a tricycle. If we just stop it. Let's see. No, we're gonna cheat. If we just stop it right there, it looks pretty good. So that's where we're gonna go with. That's what we're gonna go with. Right. Everybody, thanks again. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a blast tonight. We'll possibly Wednesday, most likely Friday, I hope. But we'll see. We're gonna play it by ear. If you're planning on streaming, say something. And yeah, go from there. But have a great night, guys. Thanks, Peter. Asshole. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you when we see you.